This video is brought to you by the spring cleaning champions Manscaped. And if you haven't heard of Manscaped, they're the leaders in below the waist grooming, while I am very clearly the leader in above the waist grooming. So they sent me the current flagship model, which is the Perfect Package 5.0 Ultra, which includes the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra electric trimmer. And I went ahead and gave it a try. And I tell you what, going into it, even knowing that the whole idea behind Manscaped is that it's going to be soft and nice on your skin, I was still blown away. The trimmer was unlike any trimmer I have used before in my 31 years of life. And not only that, but it also comes with a foil blade that can get a shave down all the way to the skin, which was a great look, as you can see here. And so I'm happy that Manscaped was able to sponsor the channel. They are getting us that much closer to be able to do this kind of stuff full time. So head over to manscaped.com and get your hands on the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra today. And when you use my promo code FEAR, you'll get 20% off, plus free international shipping, plus 2 free gifts. So it's a no-brainer. Now back to the video. Chat, here we go. It's ApparentlyJack versus Joreuz. A 1v1 matchup for the ages. And it's been a while since we've gotten an iteration of it. I want to say we have not even gotten a North American iteration of it, because I guess Joreuz has only been here for so long. Jack has been here for a while. Joreuz just this season. But we finally get the 1v1 that everybody wants back again. And we were just checking. The series record between the two is slightly in favor of Joreuz. But I do think that he has either won the most recent matches or maybe some of the biggest matches they've had. Today, we're going to play a best of 7 for $100, courtesy of Vacanus. Jack has been working on his 1v1 game. He has kept himself highly rated, but I know he hopped back into it not long ago, lost some rating, but I think worked his way back. And of course, he's always putting out 1v1 content on the YouTube, but he's playing really quickly here today and playing a style more similar to how I would say Joreuz likes to play his 1v1s. Kind of chaotic and all over the ball, but Jack has kind of moved that way for a long time since he joined the 1v1 scene. He came on with a play style I would say was more similar to Moxie, a guy who, you know, just plays really smart, bit more grounded 1v1. And as he has become the RLCS legend that he is, his ones game has morphed as well into a little bit more mechanical, a little bit more high-flying, high-speed 1v1. Joreuz, a couple quick goals to take the lead as Jack wave dashing and not really making a play on the ball, just driving past it. Did not break up the play as much as he needed to. Joreuz is going to try a full field dribble from the back corner. Every last bit of boost is what it's going to cost him. And fortunately, the fake works out because this was about as all-in of a dribble as you could possibly take. I don't know what just happened there with the camera. Why it warped into the ground. But the fake convinced Jack, and it's given Joreuz a 3-1 lead. I'm actually interested to see, I did not check before this started, where chat landed. Oh my goodness, 53% Jack, 47% Joreuz. Now I wonder how many people sided on each side. 90 to 71, actually more people on Jack's side. I would say based on their recent results. Oh, what an air dribble from Jack as he gets himself his second goal. You know, if we just look back to the salt line, Jack played in the NA salt line. Joreuz played in the EU salt line. The backflip shot gets Jack his second goal. Jack did have to step out of salt line stage 2. And so it's hard to say where he might have ended up if he were able to get more points. Or was it stage 2 that he dropped? He had to drop out of one of them and lost out on earning some points and didn't really get the result that he probably would have hoped for. Wasn't necessarily in the conversation as, you know, one of the eventual salt mine winners. Joreuz worked his way in, I think, after also not being able to play the first salt mine. He had to play through the qualifier and ended up making it at some point before the end. So actually sort of similar results, I would think, from their 2 salt mine performances. But I would be slightly Joreuz favored going into this match, unlike chat, who does seem to be slightly Jack favored. Joreuz was in Japan/Australia for stage 1. And then Jack, I think, missed stage 2, but then he played stage 3. Maybe he got in purely off of points, or he might have had to play a closed qualifier type thing. I'm trying to remember. I know he got pushed down a little bit more than he probably should have been if he had just been able to play. Joreuz. Air dribble resets. The Musty is going to have as much power as you could possibly ask for. 124 kilometers per hour as Jack swings around in net, preparing for a shot maybe not quite as good. Joreuz trying to follow in the footsteps of ApparentlyJack as far as making his way over to North America and trying to find some success. Of course, Jack saw instant success with his team. Well, I shouldn't say instant. He did struggle with that Gen G squad early, but ended up winning the first major in his participation in North America. Joreuz having not quite as hot of a start, but still within the ability to make this next major and make a huge run if he can get himself there. But him and his M80 team struggling in quarterfinals. That was a nice shot from Jack. He didn't win the first regional. No, he won the first major. Sorry. Did I say regional? He did not win. Didn't he get second in all of them or something? Maybe he won the last one. He got a bunch of second places, I thought. At least that's how I remember it. Jack able to tie it up. Second, first in regionals, and then won the major. That's how I remember it. But I might have said you got a first in a regional instead of major or something. Joreuz kickoff goal back in the lead after Jack was able to bring it back to even. Joreuz forced off the ball in the process of going for his 50. He is trying to save every last bit of boost he has. And then he was trying to maybe catch Jack off guard with a wave dash towards the ball. He went all in with his boost. These two locked. So cute. Best of buds back together. But neither one of them want to just sit there and do nothing for the rest of the game. Jack, how did he manage to get back to this ball? He got forced so far off of it, boosted all the way back, got a reset. Of course, there's nothing he ever really could do with it. But still, pretty impressive to even find his way back. And now, an intentional save off the post, but just handed the ball away. Joreuz, a delayed shot. Instead, went to the flick. Just barely crossbar down and out, but he chipped this over the top of Jack, and he'll get his 7th goal all the same. Jack, 30 seconds to get 2. Actually has a decent position here because Joreuz is all in on boost. He's going to be forced back shortly. He just needs to score with 10 seconds or so on the clock. And oh my goodness, look at the shot from Jack. Joreuz pre-jumped it. And Jack pops the ball immediately off the reset. Top left corner, crossbar and down. Joreuz is just floating here. It's almost like he actually saw that coming and yet still was slightly off target in terms of making the save. So now 19 seconds to work with. Joreuz wins this kickoff, and he doesn't even need to take it towards Jack. He does shoot it, which I think is a bit of a mistake, because now it's Jack who is potentially controlling the ball, or I said potentially because he isn't. Joreuz is still all over it. That ball on the side wall refused to come down to the ground, and Jack needed it lower if he really wanted to be able to protect it in a meaningful way. Instead, it's Joreuz who goes all aggression to end out the game while only up 1. He'll make it up 2. And actually, he's going to keep the ball in the air. Only for a moment, though. It will hit ground as game number 1 goes to the Dutchman. Is Joreuz going AJ mode where he goes all caps now? Game number 2. Joreuz and ApparentlyJack. Joreuz leads the all-time series 4-3. So this is Jack's opportunity to tie it up if I didn't mention that. But so far, it looks like Joreuz may just extend it even more. He's into the G2 Octane, though. After getting the game win, deciding to switch off the Fennec and into the Octane. At least I'm pretty sure he's playing Fennec. Definitely wasn't playing this G2 Octane. Joreuz, a nice hook shot top left. Very non-committal as well. Allows him to go steal ApparentlyJack's corner boost and eventually pin him back and get the goal. Wave dash kickoff for Joreuz. Does not allow him to recover to the back corner before Jack is able to steal the boost. He's going to take the other 100 as well. In the process, brought the ball onto the back wall where Joreuz doesn't need boost to challenge, and then he'll be quicker at the midfield to extend the lead to 2. Yeah, this has been a great matchup so far. Even just one game in. It's fun to have Jack and Joreuz back at it again. Booming long shot, and it's enough. Jack just getting caught out of position. Grabbed the midfield 100 and turned aggressively. Thinking with the boost advantage, he'd be able to make it work, but Joreuz in position for the long shot. Direct kickoff win for Jack, and he's on the board. What was Jack's third win? There's the reverse fusion, air dribble. All I know is what RL Duels has. Keep in mind, RL Duels does consider best of ones that happen, you know, in different tournaments also as series. So if Jack and Joreuz ever played in like a quick best of one, it could be included. Jack fake challenge. Got Joreuz to go up and protect the ball, but Joreuz should have been pumping Jack away. What a save from Jack! We watched it from his perspective, and that turned out to be a good idea as he goes in and out of the net. He's able to get back down to make the save, but he has not been able to dispossess Joreuz as Jack rolls to the back corner now. In the moment that I said that, he does have control and went for the additional touch. Joreuz is able to get that read, make the save. It is a very fast-paced game, back and forth. Joreuz, thank you for the tier 1 for 4 months. Sorry about today. Hey, no worries. You stay at the top of that leaderboard. I'm sure we're going to find a time to get you in as Joreuz slowing it down on the goal line after the open field mistake, I believe it was, from Jack. To be fair, I was looking at the alerts. Joreuz controlling this across his net, and what happened to Jack? I'm not sure how he managed to get no contact on the ball here. Backflipping away. Joreuz running on an open field to a 5-1 lead. Joreuz challenged early. Must have gotten the reset off the ball because he's able to use that to flip to catch back up. Jack. Boost steal in the corner. High pop. Joreuz seemed like he was going to wait it out, and yet Jack still waited it out even longer. Allowed Joreuz to make a play on the ball. Joreuz, the 1-2. It's crossbar and out. It's going to be hard to get enough power on that to not just allow Jack to get a save, but he was pretty close to doing so. Jack going to hit a flick to the top right corner and get his second goal. 1:40 left to go, though, and not a ton of time for Jack to get started. Joreuz diving save, wall dash to keep the speed up in an attempt to just pace the ball ahead of Jack, but Jack able to make it back. I mean, a couple different times in this match, these guys have just seemed to be holding down boost and going as fast as they possibly can. And I do think that that is, a play style that's going to favor Joreuz. Joreuz has always enjoyed living in the chaos of max speed, whereas Jack has been a bit more of a clinical 1v1er in the past. Jack dropping this ball down low 50. Got it around Joreuz. Can he find a way to make a play off the ceiling? Will he bump? He can't quite do it. He wanted to. Joreuz able to wait on the back wall, avoid the demo, and will now reset again in the midfield. Jack trying to deny these dribbles from Joreuz. He just keeps switching the field back and forth. Credit to Jack actually for recovering to that one. Not allowing Joreuz the open field. He was on the wrong side of the ball, but despite the boost steal, Joreuz is staying in control of possession. That's what really matters at demo, and now he's got time. But actually not the easiest shot ever. I guess Jack spawning behind him maybe helps out. 6-3 with 9 seconds left to go. Joreuz has the edge early here in this matchup. Jack, one last pre-jump interception. Will it be enough to get his momentum going, or is Joreuz going to run away with this one? These guys pros teams. These guys pro teams. I don't know what I'm saying. M80 and Gen G have played against each other a few times in the RLCS since Joreuz came over. And in games, Joreuz's squad is 9-1 against Jack's. Now, listen, there's lots of different matchups like that in the scene where one team has the edge. The reason why it's so of note is the fact that Gen G is not only one of the best teams before this last event where they played each other. A lot of people would even have them as the best team, where M80 has struggled a bit more, and yet still their matchup against Gen G seems to be incredibly favorable. Will it be the case with the 1v1 matchup as well, as Joreuz air dribble is able to sneak over the top of Jack as he tries to pin it to the crossbar. Jack able to pre-flip back to this ball, prevent Joreuz from getting an extended play. Joreuz dodging the demo with the backflip, and will be able to convert it for a goal despite not having any boosts. Joreuz in and out of the nets off the kickoff. He has always been the pioneer in mixed up kickoffs in 1v1. This one seemed to work pretty well as he's got himself a possession and a great first scoring chance. In the second opportunity, he tried to just speed it past Jack. He was totally postured to make the save on that near post, and yet Joreuz still tried to beat him. Did not succeed in doing so, although he has himself a wall to air dribble now. Jack not going to be able to stop it early. Going to be forced to react on the back wall. Joreuz maybe didn't love his setup as he went for the ground play instead. Now with 24 boosts, what can he make of this possession with Jack taking all the hundreds on the map? The answer is not much. Jack will get his control. Air dribble bump, double jump bump. Joreuz forces it high. I think Jack had just about put it too high himself already, even without the additional touch. And Joreuz going to immediately convert for a goal of his own. Joreuz has been a menace defensively. Jack can't seem to find the answer. What's going to get past Joreuz? And most importantly, every time Joreuz just answers with an immediate goal the other way, which adds to the frustration. What a strong first touch from Joreuz. What was his plan on what he wanted to do with that? Does find its way back down to the ground quickly. He's got his own corner boost, but the one time he does grab his own corner boost is the time that Jack is able to flick it past him and find the angle. I think Jack has maybe the most famous comeback. It's actually both these guys. Joreuz had a particularly famous comeback against Moxie in a match that is potentially going to be lost. And Jack had maybe the most famous comeback, which might have been a full reverse sweep against Daniel. Fairy Peak has the most famous comeback, sure, but I'm talking about on my channel. Joreuz wave dashing out to the ball, forcing Jack to make a play early. Somehow got a demo. Did he just get a demo with the underside of his car? His car was tilted up to make a play on the ball. Jack pre-jumping, did not connect. It was a big risk and it didn't pay off. Joreuz found his way around him early, and once he did, it's easy to make the finish with that much field in front of you. Joreuz with 13 boosts, and yet he still finds a way to score. Collects the ball, front flip on the perfect angle. Jack didn't feel like he could turn in field or turn back around on the play, which was true. He wouldn't be able to make a good enough turn to make that challenge make sense, so he's forced to shadow and can't get the stop. Joreuz, everything seems to be going his way. Here he dives in too deep. Takes a poor shot. He gets bumped by Jack in the process of recovering and is easily able to contain the ball and not allow a counterattack. Jack, early pop. Can he keep this away from Joreuz? Joreuz manages to pin it to the back wall and double it away. With a minute left to go, Joreuz seems to have the answer for everything Jack has thrown at him. Joreuz early ceiling challenge and gets Jack to get rid of the ball early. He wanted an air dribble. Joreuz convinced him not to by going up high. Jack, in an attempt to counter, sends the ball down, and of course Joreuz already there. Now Joreuz ground double, denied. Way too much separation on the ball. Jack's not going to allow that. But with 40 seconds left to go, Joreuz doesn't need it. He just needs to stay in control of possession. Jack defending this one passively, so Joreuz just letting it fall to the ground. And as soon as Jack brings the ball down for a carry, you immediately see the challenge from Joreuz. He has not allowed him to get comfortable ever. There was probably, one of the longest possessions Jack has had in a bit that didn't get immediately challenged, and maybe Joreuz shouldn't have, because Jack is able to use that to his advantage. Or really, I guess it's just the chase down in the corner for the boost that Joreuz lost. Now down one. Delay kickoff from Jack. A great idea here late, and it's got him a possession. Will he go to the skies? No! A strong first touch that sends the ball directly into Joreuz, and now he's in trouble. He didn't want to go for the aerial. He wanted to make a ground play, but I'm sure he didn't want to just touch it as strong as he did and put it right into the hands of Joreuz. Joreuz going to get a 3-0 lead as he tries to become $100 richer. Game 4, Joreuz and Jack. Joreuz back to the Fennec, keeping Jack on his toes. Has Jack been downloading Joreuz? Has it just taken him 4 games to figure out what he needs to do? I'll tell you what, it doesn't seem that way. I would not say we saw a trend of Jack figuring out there late. Going for a ball cam dribble right now to see around the ball. As Joreuz punts this one away. In order to get 100 boost, it's Jack in the air. Air dribble bump will connect. Jack on the board with a lead, something that he hasn't seen too much of. Joreuz starts an air dribble early. Jack is able to intercept it. With a bit too strong of a touch. I'm sure he would have liked to land down. Joreuz just bumped Jack into the stratosphere, though. And we'll turn around and take the long shot. I want to see this again because it seemed like Jack kind of turned into the bump as well. Maybe just because he saw it coming and wanted to prep for it. He still wasn't able to do enough to prevent the goal. Jack, air dribble, goes for the 50 instead. He's gone for the bump many times. Thought maybe just protecting the ball clean could be a nice mix-up, and yet Joreuz still saves it across his net, prevents the goal. Joreuz has gone for this pogo shot, this half-hearted pogo shot a couple different times, and he knows he's beat, so he's not even going to recover. He's been trying to get them with his full nose on the ground. And not to say that the positions he was going for them would have been fixed by adjusting, but you do have to get that diagonal to create the, the longest line between the ground and the ball and get that power on the pop. Jack demoed as he tries to control the play in the corner. Joreuz challenged early off the respawn. 20 boost to work with. Jack will be able to get the ball on top of his car. And gets a little pop on the ball to set up his flick, but way too much power. We'll have to start again from his back corner. Joreuz just dunks him immediately. Not the cleanest landing. Can Jack punish? As he gains possession, Joreuz playing off pads. The hook shot will find its way through. Jack just put in a 106 km/h shot on. That'll do it, as Joreuz has to hit the brakes right before the shot as well. So a well-timed hook shot to not allow Joreuz to use his momentum. Joreuz, full field dribble from the back corner. Jack waits it out, makes the save. Joreuz looked like he was trying to get a pre-flip touch. Put the ball back on net. The shot is good enough. It'll just boom past Jack. Jack is prepared for it. But I guess 111 km/h is too much, because he is here shadowing, ready for this exact shot. But maybe not that speed. Joreuz wants the low 50. Jack doesn't let him get it. Plays so passive, but it ends up not working. Fakes him there for the low 50 and then goes for it later. Instead goes flying past the ball. Joreuz denied by Jack as he tries to take the ball out of his half. Jack with the diagonal backflip to pop at midfield and take it away. Joreuz, wow, how did he find a way to save that? Ball headed towards his nets. Slammed by Jack. Forced to make a quick decision and gets it off his own back wall and even converts it for a goal of his own. Joreuz, a testing shot sent to the top shelf of ApparentlyJack. Jack passes the test, grabs some boost, and able to make the second save. Joreuz, despite not having anything, chips the ball on target, and he has turned what looked like was going to be the end of his possession into an extended attack. Jack, another great save, though. Joreuz forced it back off the ball. ApparentlyJack pre-flipping on 0. And that will just give him space as he resets, and that back corner didn't spawn immediately for him. Joreuz the flick. Jack sends it into the crossbar. The defense from Jack to stay alive in this series right now. The next goal could be the difference, and Joreuz has put on quite a few great attempts. Jack has denied them all. Jack, little wave dash around the corner. Sent that ball too strong, lost control of it. Wasn't able to connect on the physical play as Joreuz evades him. 56 boost, low 50. Jack goes flipping past, and Joreuz is going to waste as much time as he can here with 22 seconds left to go. No rush, but also doesn't want to risk not scoring because Jack is on his way back. As he front flips the ball in, Jack just went too high on his reverse challenge. Fake kickoff, or I shouldn't even say fake kickoff, just half flip kickoff from Joreuz. As he goes back into the corner. Jack still sends it on target, and a 50 win from Joreuz. He thought about going around the ball to slow it down even more, but I think that would have been a mistake. He did not have the boost to get away with that. Jack was still around. Instead, he takes his 2-goal advantage. Now 10 seconds. Jack's going to need a miracle here, and he did not win the kickoff. This one's got to go the length of the field, and it's not even going to be quick enough. Even if he does score it, it'll be just to make it seem like it's a little bit closer. Jack tried the double reset. He does score, and in pretty exciting fashion. GG's. Thanks for playing. 0-second goal for Jack, but a sweep for Joreuz as he is able to win the $100 prize. GG's. It was a good series. I mean, it was a good series, but obviously